Hi everyone, Deb here with Dahlia Designs. I'm sorry it's been a hot minute. I am here with two soft flex kits. I am running behind with these and I'm going to show them both to you because this is the one I had earlier. It is called Beltane Festival, and as of this morning, Sunday, June 15th, there are still some of these, I don't know how many, on their website. I don't know what's in it. I haven't opened it yet, as you can see, but oh, look at these pretty, I think this is called raffia, right? All different colors. Beautiful. So this actually came out, I think at the end of March, because they said the next kit would be available for purchase online as of April 30th, which is this one, which is called Surfs Up. Now, I did not see any of this left, so I apologize. I'm going to show it to you anyway because I want to make some things with both of these in the next week or two. And I did see, however, some other kits. There's the Great Bead Extravaganza Midsummer Market 2025 Carnival kit is out on their website. It's a little bit more expensive than the regular kits. I think they do this Great Bead Extravaganza once or twice a year, and it's like a collective of other artists. I'm not going to name them because I'll miss people. But there's usually like 8 to 10 other jewelry artists that they do like a weekend of the Great Bead Extravaganza. Each one has a time slot, like an hour on Saturday or Sunday. And it's interesting if you can spare that weekend or even parts of it to watch. You can learn some techniques, and also they're also vendors that sell their own products and things. Now, also, the kit after this one is called Fabulous Flamingo, and that is also still available on Softflex Company's website as of June 15th morning. So, if you're interested in that, and sometimes you can tell what's in them because there's coordinating strands with some of them. I didn't see any of those available for Surf's Up or Beltane, but the Beltane kit is there. There are some matching strands for the Great Bead Extravaganza, and honestly, I just can't remember for Fabulous Flamingo. There's also, though, some beachy charms and things available, which maybe there's some of that in here. I don't know. So I'm going to do Beltane first because that one is still available and it's the older one. So let me get it out and organize, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, you are looking at Beltane Festival Softflex Mystery Design Kit, Design Challenge Kit, which is still available on their website as of June 15th when I'm recording this. And I'll go through this half first, which is the Softflex part of the kit, and then this left half is from Jesse James Beads Beltane Festival Bead Mix, and I'll go through what I got in there too. So every month we get a Softflex beading wire, 49 strand, 0.019 inch, which is a medium diameter. It says medium here. And the color this time is bone. And I really like that color because it's a great neutral. It goes with your browns, your yellows, basically everything. It's a nice neutral for lighter colors. And I really enjoy this one. Yeah, so that's that. And then, of course, crimp tubes, 2 by 2 millimeter. Their crimp tubes, in my opinion, are the best on the market. And you can use regular crimping pliers with it or the magical crimping pliers. They both work well with them and they hold. At least that's been my experience. So, and their gold is gold filled, which is better than gold plated. So about 15 to 20. Usually there's about 20 in there. Um, one pair of ear wires, and they're nice. They're not, sometimes when I've bought ear wires, they're very bendy. They're not hammered firm, and these are. And then there's a lobster claw clasp. Do they say the size? 12 millimeter, which is my favorite for necklaces and bracelets. The favorite size, 10 millimeters, a little too small for me. This one is perfect. And then there are these two adorable little gold bow charms. Love, love. They're so cute. Sweet and petite bows in gold. I do love those. And then this is a two-hole bead. These are called tile bead, check glass two-hole tile beads, and they're in cyan transparent, which cyan is red. Um, Very bright and cheerful and pretty. And then there's these robin's egg crystal pillow beads. It does not say check glass on there, but these are gorgeous, and they're shaped, they're pillowy, but they also have a little bit of a twist to them. I don't know if you can see that or not. They're not like a, and they're puffy on both sides, thus pillow, but they're kind of different shapes. But I really like them because, you know, I like robin's egg blue. It's like one of my favorite colors. It's very close to turquoise, which is my favorite color. Um, so yeah, my whole family, my brother, my mother, and I anyway, all loved robin's egg blue and turquoise and things. So we got two ceramic, yellow ceramic flower beads with little white centers. They're drilled through the side and they're plain on the back, and they're very cute. I don't know how I'll use them, but there's some yellow in the Jesse James bead mix. Then these are called lampwork. It says 9 millimeter. I guess so. They're a little, this one looks a little smaller maybe. They're lampwork glass, so they're hand blown. Probably. I think most lamp work is or handmade. Colors, transparent colors dot lamp work beads, but they're three different colors, a yellow, a clear, and then this is sort of a purple, but they all have sort of different rainbow colored dots on them. So they'll be like an accent bead. And then these, we're up at the top section, 12 by 11 millimeter simple cut check bead in olive green. Yeah, so there's your green coming in. And then this is 3 millimeter check glass yellow. It's opaque yellow, fire polish, and there's 50 beads on there. Oh, there's 25 on this strand, by the way. And there are 10 of these robin's egg blue beads. And then we have okay. Check glass transparent orange square. It doesn't have the millimeters on there for that, but it's pretty big. I have a, let me see. Yeah, it's about a 15, about 15 millimeter square, flat square. I'm gonna put 15 millimeter on here. Okay. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. Okay, so that's what Softlex is part of the kit. Plus, I save these and this because for those of you who know me, most of you came over from my other channel, Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage. I do all kinds of paper crafting and mixed media kind of stuff, and coloring and all kinds of that kind of thing. So yeah, go check that out too. And I think I'm going to be using this in my Strawberry Bliss journal I've been working on this week. Okay. So, and then in the Jesse James bead mix, there's several types of flower beads. There are these acrylic, oh, they're flat on the bottom. I do appreciate that. Um, Rose beads, and they are drilled through the bottom. I'm trying to see the hole in this one. Da, 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 da. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's right there. Hard to see. Let me just double check. Yep, they're drilled through the back. Very pretty color. I love that more dark rosy pink. And then to go with them, there's these little tiny, what they're called, I think they're called bellflower beads. And they're in a transparent, and they're like a clear with the pink on them. This one here is lighter than the others, and I'll probably do some kind of a dangly earring or something with those. or maybe the three of those, and then because there's also these, which are like a satiny round bead. And I don't know if they're glass or plastic, I'm not sure. And then we go into a peachy color, and we have two, I guess they're like the English cut also, very sparkly crystals in a light peach transparent. And then there's six of these. These are like another bellflower kind of thing. I don't know if that's the right name, but that's why I call all of them. Like sometimes they call them petunias, but I do like these. You can use them as bead caps or however you would like. And then there's these pillow beads, which are really pretty. They're tiny little pillow beads, faceted, and there's six of those in a sort of a peach with an AB coating. And is AB's on both sides. So yeah, very pretty. And then we have some yellow, and these are a little bit flatter. They're not as dimensional. I don't know if you can see the difference in the height. It's hard for me to show it. Anyway, forgive my hands. They're like, I don't know. Anyway, oh, I have tape stuck to me too from opening the package. Anyway, yeah, there's these are like 3 petal flowers and these are 5. And these are definitely more flat, more like a regular bead cap. And there's like 8 of those or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9. I thought maybe 10. There might be 10. There might be one stuck together. Anyway, yeah, so lots of options for making something pretty with those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm counting 9. 9 of those. And then these are really cute, like flat table cut ovals, but with gold. Actually, one side of it's not flat. I guess they're more like a rice bead with gold accent on the sides and the ends. And they're drilled sideways like a little rice bead. Very cute. Actually, they look faceted. I don't know. They're like a little um, oval with facets. Like, I don't know. And I think there's about 10 of those. And then we have the blues, which of course, you know, I love. 2 of these. These are glass and they're drilled through the side, I believe. They're round. Yeah, drilled through the side. And these are, they have dimension on both sides and they're faceted. Gorgeous. I recently bought, I think Joann's clothing store, some ovals in a teal, not this blue, but a teal color ovals like that same type of bead. And then some little rounds, faceted rounds. And these two are gemstones. They're cold to the touch. I believe they're an agate, but I'm not exactly sure. This one, they're both faceted, and they're about 8 to 10 millimeter, but this one's lighter than this one. This one's more of the teal, and this one's a little bit lighter coloring. You can see more of the veining going through, maybe. But they're definitely like an agate, a dyed agate or something. And then these I love. These are glass, and they're little drops drilled down through the center. And I love those. Those would be cute with some of the bead caps, maybe the little pink ones or something. Or some of these bead caps, which I'll get to in a moment. And then we have some little cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubes, and they're 6 millimeter, I believe. I like cubes. And then we have all kinds of accents and spacers. We have the regular like snowflake or daisy kind of spacers. We have these, which I love, little round tire spacers. And there's about 8 in each of the, I think these have 10 and this has 8. And then there's this bead cap. Oops, which doesn't want to stay on my hand nor show up. Come on, focus for me, please. Anybody would like to gift me a new recording camera? I would probably welcome it. Yeah, these sparkly spacer beads with like rhinestones in them, and then this little bead cap here with the leaf design on it. Trying. There we go. That one showed up. Yay. For leaf design. So that's what's in the Jesse James part of it. This is what's in the Softflex part of the Softflex kit called Beltane Festival. Beautiful, summery, springy summery colors. And I look forward to playing with it. I love these flower bead caps and things. I sometimes get stuck with the 2-hole beads, but I'm really going to try and use those this time, time permitting. And I may have to do this in several videos. They asked us to do 2, a reveal and a, make. And I apologize to Softflex for being so far behind. But, I mean, they send it to me for free for marketing, which I appreciate that they thought of me to do this. Just my time is a little bit was a little bit stretched in the last month or two, primarily because I have a lot of stuff going on in my other channel. But I'm going to try and do more on this one, so bear with me please and come back and see what I make. And I'll be back in a moment at the next one, which is Surfs Up. So let me come right back. See you in a minute. Hi everyone. Okay, I'm back. So this is the Surfs Up Softflex Design Challenge kit. It was revealed. I was able to reveal it after May 28th. Their next kit became available on that date, and that one is called Fabulous Flamingo. That one is still available on Softflex website, as well as their Great Bead Extravaganza. I forget the name of it. Let me see. Midsummer Market 2025 Carnival Kit is also still available on their website as of today, June 15th, when this video should go up with any luck. This one is not, but I'm sharing it with you anyway, just so you can see the nature of what you get in some of the kits and the differences to, for example, what I just showed you in the Beltane kit. So this is very summery, surfs up, think ocean. I'm going to go over here again with the Softflex part of the kit, and this part is the Jesse James Surfs Up bead mix that came in this little container again. The color we got this time is fluorite, like a soft seafoam kind of color, or green fluorite. Again, 49 strand, 0.019 medium. And again, I love their beading wire. I don't think anybody compares. And I like the color choices too. You get a variety. You don't have to use just silver. And sometimes, they show in your designs, and it's nice to have that pop of color. Okay, again, we got the crimp tubes, this time in silver, sterling silver crimp tubes, which if you don't cover those, they will tarnish over time because they're sterling silver. And I love their crimp tubes. So these 2 items from Softflex are the best on the market as far as I'm concerned. We got some ear wires. I'll come to the beads next. 2 pair. One lobster claw clasp, 12 millimeter again. That is silver plated. We got 2 Austrian crystal 6 millimeter silver plated topaz Austrian crystal square dells. I love these things, and we know who the Austrian crystal place was, right? I have some of their stuff still, lots of it actually. And 2 trying to find them on here. Anyway, they're silver starfish charms. I know I saw them on here. It just says Starfish, launching May 28th. They should be available on their website unless they're sold out as separate little charms. They're really cute and they're lightweight. That's okay. There's the front and there's the back. It's a little bit, it's flat and smooth. It has a little bit of an indent, but not much. But there's shape to them because they're, starfish. They're really cute. Lightweight for earrings. Which is probably what I'll do with them. Then we got these beautiful, took a minute for me to find these. They call them check glass turquoise beads, but look at the design in them. They have a little, like three-part, almost like a vertebrae of some kind of animal and the ocean waves in them. They are gorgeous. I love these. Love, love, love. Various tones of the turquoise. They're just gorgeous. I haven't seen those before. And we got these, I'm not going to pick these up, 3mm opaque turquoise with travertine fire polish. There's in 23 in my little package. And then we got a ceramic Nautilus pendant. It is drilled top to bottom. It is flat, but with design on the back. So if it flips over on your necklace or something, you still have a design. And it's has some weight, but it's not too heavy for a pendant. I really like that too. And it has a variation of colors, like sort of a cream into sort of a golden, and even there's a little like purple in it and stuff. It's just beautiful. One sec. Okay, then we have two teeny tiny ceramic beach balls, a little bit of a larger hole. Those are so cute. And then one large one. So like a little necklace and earring set. Wouldn't that be cute? Playful summer piece. And then these are Japanese bamboo carnelian color striped barrel beads. And these are very lightweight because, they're bamboo. And I think they're gorgeous. I almost thought they were rolled paper beads, but they're bamboo and very pretty. I love them. They bring the beach into it, right? This one's a little paler than the other ones, but all the rest are, oh, well, there's two of those too. So anyway, yeah, I might use those for earrings. The two that, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I do. And then they just had these grouped as glass shell beads, and there's 4 clamshells, and they're double-sided and dimensional, and they're like a topaz with some kind of coating on. Almost has like a pinkish coat on top the topazy color. Very pretty. And they go really well with those Japanese bamboo. And then these are little nautilus beads. And I have 2, I think. Okay. These 2 are the front side. And these have, the back has that shiny spot in the middle more. Very pretty. Same kind of coating on them. And they're drilled where? Yeah, through the bottom to top, or top to bottom, like that, I guess, whichever way you want to put them. And there's 4 of those. So that is the soft flex part of the kit. Very pretty items in this. And then on the Jesse James side, I thought these went beautifully with these other ones I just showed you too. We have this larger faceted, puffy, round crystal piece, and it's that same kind of coloring almost. It has the topaz with some pink in it, pinky purple, just gorgeous. And then 2 smaller ones. So again, you could do a necklace and earring set or something very pretty. Or not. But that's what I'm thinking I'll do. And then of course, blue. Blue with a little bit of almost like a sand tan in there or something. Can you see that? I don't know. They go light to dark. I think they're called disco balls, the way they're faceted. They're really sparkling and shimmering like the ocean waves. I love it. Very beautiful. Back down here to go with these, we have these faceted opaque glass, I believe, and they do have like an AB finish on them too. And they're in that pinky orange color. Pinky orange coral. I guess that's like a coral color. And back up here we have some cube beads, also with AB. 6 of those, and they're about a 6 millimeter, I think. And I think these are wood beads, wood rondelles. They don't feel like the clay. I'm pretty sure they're a painted wood, but they're really nice. And they're not, they're a little bit thicker for a spacer, so that's nice. And that's very pretty. And then we have some neutrals to bring in the sand at the beach. Surf's up, you're at the beach. We have 2 faceted, I guess they're like little barrel beads, yep. And 2 ovals, a little more milky look to those. These are a lighter, they're also a little bit opaque, but not as opaque as these. Yeah. Okay, so 2 each of those, and then these little faceted rounds, 4 or 5 millimeter, I think, or maybe, yeah, these might be 8 millimeter, and those might be 6, but they could be a 4 or 5. I don't know. I'm not sure of the sizes, guys. And there's about 8 of those. And then 2 little tassels in the sandy color. So cute. I like these little ones. Yeah, they're really cute. And these have some weight. These gold spacer beads with texture on them. Very pretty rounds. They are weighty. They're definitely metal of some sort. And then I love these. I don't know what I'm going to use them with in this kit, but they're patinaed gold bead caps. You maybe see the underside to be able to see the depth better. And there's 8 of those. And then we have some of these plain little rounds, which I love, and also some daisy spacers. Just gorgeous. And I think, did I get everything? No, I missed these, didn't I? These faceted little rounds in about the same color as these, the topaz-y kind of color. Really pretty. Okay, I'll put these over here. So that is the Surf's Up kit, which is not unfortunately available anymore, but I'm curious now to see what the fabulous flamingo is. I'm guessing some pinks and blacks, but I don't know for sure. So go check that out on their website or whatever else is on their website. I did see some other sea charms, like maybe a dolphin or I don't know. There was a variety of them, and I didn't look closely enough that could go with some of this or possibly the fabulous flamingos too. So be sure to check out Soft Flax. Like I said, their beading wire is great, and their crimp beads are the best on the market if you do crimping, in my opinion. Best on the market. I've had other ones that work, but they don't they're not always made right, or they don't hold, or they tear my beading wire, that kind of stuff. Not always, but sometimes. And I haven't had that situation with the Softflex ones, at least not yet. So yeah, and that's just my opinion. But take it for what it's worth. You do whatever you feel is appropriate for your jewelry designs and things. Yeah, so I will be back sometime in the next week with things made from both the kits, the Beltane Festival and the Surf's Up. I might do 2 separate videos for that to kind of meet my obligations for both kits, and also because there's a lot of material here. And I'll probably be adding some of my own things to go with these. So come back and see what I do. Also, I have my own collaboration coming up on June 18th, which is Wednesday at noon Eastern. So be sure to come for that and look at what everyone makes for that. We follow a color theme and trying to use gemstones as one of the options. And then we have another little option that will keep us a surprise. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Have fun this week. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.